Hello.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. So, tell me about yourself.
Well, I'm currently a student at East Carolina University where I'm studying recreational therapy and I have a minor in psychology. I worked at a long-term care facility called Pruitt Health in Raleigh for the summer of 2017. I learned a lot about recreational therapy and developed many skills such as teamwork and communication, which I thought were two of the most important. I had to learn how the members of Pruitt Health, like the workers, work together, and how their facility ran smoothly, and I learned how to jump right in and be part of the team. So that's
cool. Describe your worst boss or coworker in the past. Why they were the worst.
My worst manager was my second year working at Raleigh Country Club. She would micromanage everything and would always throw me under the bus to make herself look better. This was really hard to deal with because I was a good worker and deserved credit instead of all the negativity I got. I learned to deal with this by leaving my personal opinions of her at the door and just carried on with my work because I knew what I was doing. I was doing it well.
Cool. She sounds terrible. What experience do you have with facilitating recreational therapy interventions?
So I've had experience in my RT classes, such as 3262, which is recreational therapy and movement, and then also in volunteering at Pruitt Health. So in classes, I had to create a program and then write a protocol and facilitate the intervention to my whole class. And then at Pruitt Health, I would go around and get everyone from their rooms and take them to the facility's grand room, and I would explain the activity and help the head RT with any help in the activity that she needed.
Cool. Can you tell me 3 strengths that you would say you have?
I would say I'm a very determined person. I'm very good at problem solving, and I have strong communication skills.
That's nice. And 2 weaknesses?
I would say I'm way too critical on myself. I always say that I could have done more, and that eventually leads to negative self-talk. But I've learned to take a step back and appreciate what I've done instead of be so hard on myself. And then I take on too much responsibility because sometimes I don't know how much is too much, which just leads to me becoming stressed and overwhelmed. Yeah.
Cool. Can you tell me about a time when you had to take initiative?
One time my manager didn't show up for work, and that
Sorry, it's just funny.
And that day we had to take inventory, place an order for a food truck, and create a schedule for the cabana for the next week. And I was the only person in the cabana who had been working there for more than a year. So I stepped up and I did all 3 of those things, and the cabana ran smoothly for the rest of the week.
Cool. Could you share with me a time when you might have observed or dealt with a difficult client?
So I've never had to deal with a difficult client, but I've had to deal with difficult members at the club. I would always just remain calm and listen to the member. If they needed me to do something, I would if I could, and if I couldn't, I would always ask them if there was anything else I could do for them, and I would just always try to accommodate them.
Nice. How is your work ethic?
I would consider myself to have a very strong work ethic. I've always done whatever it takes to get the job done. As part of the recreational therapy program, I have been a part of many group facilitations and projects. I always make sure that I meet deadlines and have quality work. I am a strong advocate for that everyone should do their own part, but if someone's struggling, I'll always step in and help.
Nice.
Thank you.
What would you say motivates you?
What really motivates me is knowing that I've helped somebody else and made their day better and their life better, which in return makes mine better.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you have any questions for me? Anything?
Yes. I was wondering, what is the schedule for your intern? And then also, what is the dress code? Like, should I wear scrubs or should I wear fancier clothes, business casual? And then also, what do you see as the most challenging aspect of this position? How many people will you be interviewing? And then how many interns will you hire?
Well, I don't know any of those answers. So,
Well, it was nice to meet you.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
Have you seen a handshake?
I don't know.
I don't either.